Hello guys, and welcome back to the book review program. Today we'll be reviewing chapter 2 of The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday, the ancient art of changing your adversities to advantage. My name is Ezeokoli Favor Chumuba and I am the host of Tinset Foundation channel. Let's dive right into it. So in the last video on this series, we talked about perception. I might be dropping these videos in twos because of how short the chapters are, so be expecting them in twos. But today we're going to be talking about recognizing your power. In this chapter, there was a quote that caught my attention by Marcus. He said, "Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been." That's basically, you haven't been harmed, by Marcus. So this chapter basically talks about a story of Ruben Hurricane in the mid 1960s. He was a boxer who was wrongly accused of a triple homicide, and then he was sentenced to life imprisonment. But guess what happened? When he got to prison, he told the wardens and then the guards, he told them something, that he was not going to give up everything he owned. He was not going to give up the one thing that he controlled, which was himself. Yeah, that was what happened to him. A very tragic event. And then, was he angry about the situation? Yes, he was very angry, but he realized that his anger was not constructive, so he could not rage. But what did he do? He spent every minute he spent every minute in cell, reading legal case, reading history, reading philosophy book, and it took him 19 years and 2 trials to come out of this cell. And guess what? When he came out from the cell, what did he do? He didn't even place any law case, because according to the book, he said if he had placed the law case, it would mean that they actually took something from him. But he felt that they didn't take anything from him. He could not have wanted it to happen, but he chose that the event wouldn't affect him. Regarding this context, we can decide whatever we make out of a situation. We can choose either to break or to resist. They can strip you, they can put you in jail like this person, or they can strip you of your possessions or whatever. They might label you, but you have to know that you can't be completely powerless, because you can control your reactions, you can control your beliefs, and then you can control your thoughts. We have many public figures out there who have used the prison cells as a means of transformation for others and themselves. We have persons like Nelson Mandela and then Malcolm X. That is to say that no matter the situation you are in, you can't be completely powerless. Like Shakespeare puts it, nothing is either good or bad, but the thought or the thinking behind the event is what makes it good or bad. There is no good or bad without us. There is only perception behind what we feel that story is. We have the main actual event, and we have the story that we tell what that event means to us. Let's say a catastrophe happened in your workplace or in your business, and it's something that you have been trying to avoid, and then your employer or your employee rather made such a mistake. You can, instead of raging out, you can transform that same circumstance into a lesson for everybody. So that's a simple way of changing your story, telling yourself that this is not really a fully bad scenario, but you make it good and make something good out of the situation. We decide the story we tell ourselves, or even if we tell anyone at all, but we decide the story to tell ourselves. With just a shift in perception, we can be able to change the same seemingly bad event into a different outcome totally. You're welcome to the power of perception. It can be applied in every situation, and it can never be destroyed. It can only be relinquished. and that is solely your decision. In our next chapter, I'll be talking about steadying your nerves. Like I said, I'll be releasing these chapters in twos so we can get on with the book fast and smooth. Let me talk about this chapter in my personal life. So how can you apply this in your personal life? What are my personal thoughts about it? So this chapter is really inspiring. The story that was told was really inspiring, and it can make us know that in every situation we can make something good out of it. Something, because the truth is that there is only a story. There's only an event, and then we are the one to say the story. So let's take for instance our story about Rubin Hurricane, the mid 1960 boxer. If he had not chose to be powerless, if he had not chose not to be powerless, I'm very sure he would have died in prison. But because of his tenacity, he went on to tell them that he's not going to be powerless. He started reading, started making inquiry on legal actions, everything to do to come out from prison. And guess what? I didn't say this part before. He chose not to even wear the prison wear. So I don't know how he did that, but he chose not to wear the prison wear. And the prison wear, those clothes that they wear in the prison. And at the end of 19 good years, he still came out of prison, and he was even better than he entered, because he said that they had not taken anything from him. That's just an inspiring story. So we need to know that in our lives, as we are facing anything, that we need to know that we're not completely powerless. No matter what's happening, the economy is going down or whatever, or your personal life, a personal tragedy happens, you can always tell a good story behind it and come out strong. Okay, see you guys in the next chapter. My name is Izekoli Favor Chinwoba. Please don't forget to like, comment if there's any comment, if there's any video, if there's any book you want us to review that are motivational, any book that you want us to review, please write it in the comment section. And then like and subscribe to our channel if you want to view more of this and you want others to see it. Okay, all right, I'll catch you guys in the next chapter. See you later. The next chapter is steadying your nerves. See you in the next chapter. All right, bye.